Welcome to the UVA-wise COVID-19 training module. This training is designed to provide information concerning the COVID-19 pandemic and steps the college is taking to mitigate the risk for our campus community. Please note that this training video must be viewed in its entirety, and you must acknowledge the terms at the end of the video to receive credit. The guiding principles behind the Fall 2020 Return to Campus Plan are the health, safety, and wellness for our entire community, continued academic excellence and student achievement, and building a strong and supportive community for everyone to live, learn, and work. The Return to WISE plan is consistent with Governor Ralph Northam's executive orders, the Virginia Department of Health, the Centers for Disease Control, and the Commonwealth's higher education guidance. The future course of the COVID-19 pandemic is unknown. Therefore, our approach is adaptable and flexible to respond to evolving needs and circumstances. Various groups and agencies have been consulted to design the policies and procedure changes enacted to protect the health and safety of the UVA-wise community. These include the Virginia Department of Health, the Centers for Disease Control, University of Virginia Administration, the UVA Health System, the Board of Visitors, the UVA-wise College Board, and various UVA-wise departments, among others. While there are a number of new policies and procedures in place to protect the health and safety of the UVA-wise community, the risk of contracting COVID-19 cannot be completely eliminated. Everyone must work together to create and maintain a safe and healthy environment. It is vital that everyone in the campus community follow the policies and procedures set forth in the Return to WISE plan and this training. All students were required to complete a COVID-19 test and have proof of a negative result prior to returning to campus. Test kits were available at the David J. Pryor Convocation Center for students who live locally and mailed to the homes of those who lived further than an hour from campus. Confidential results were provided to the college. Any student who tested positive was required to self-isolate in accordance with VDH guidelines prior to returning to campus, or self-isolate in space provided on campus if already here. It is important for you to be aware of the symptoms of COVID-19 so that you can monitor your health daily. Symptoms may appear 2 to 14 days after exposure and include fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, please stay home, call your primary care physician or the UVA-wise Health Clinic, and continue to monitor your symptoms. Residential students may be required to undergo further screening or testing for COVID-19 and provide information for contact tracing. If you experience COVID-19 symptoms or have been exposed to the virus, you may be required to isolate or quarantine in an alternative location. You are required to follow the UVA-wise Health Clinic and Virginia Department of Health instructions regarding isolation and quarantine. All students, faculty, and staff planning to be on campus will complete a daily check on symptoms related to COVID-19 through the Who's Health Check app or by email. The Who's Health Check app is designed to make individuals aware of their symptoms, to encourage personal responsibility, and, if the individual exhibits symptoms, to provide resources and next steps for testing, quarantining, and/or treatment. The Who's Health Check app is available for free download in the Apple and Google Play stores. You will use NetBadge to log in to the app. You should have received an email about how to obtain a NetBadge password on your own, but if you did not, or if you're experiencing issues, please contact the UVA-Wise Information Technology Department to troubleshoot and learn more about the terms of use and privacy policy. You can also complete the daily health check on the Who's Health Check website. If you are an employee without a smartphone or internet access at home, you may submit a paper form to your manager when you arrive at work. Please check with your manager if you need copies of the form printed for you. If you are experiencing viral symptoms, do not report to work. The COVID-Wise app was developed in a partnership between the Virginia Department of Health, Apple, and Google. It allows users to anonymously notify others if they test positive for COVID-19, notifies users if they have likely been exposed to the virus based on positive reports from other users, and helps users understand how they can protect themselves and others. No location data or personal information is collected, stored, or transmitted by the app. The COVID-Wise app is 100% voluntary and can be deleted at any time. To download the app, visit the Apple or Google Play stores. Enhanced hygiene practices are a vital step in reducing the spread of COVID-19. Wash your hands often with soap and water, especially after you have been in a public place or after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. It is important to wash before eating or preparing food, before touching your face, after using the restroom, after leaving a public place, after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing, after handling your mask, after changing a diaper, after caring for someone sick, after touching animals or pets. If soap and water are not readily available, use a hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Cover all surfaces of your hands and rub them together until they feel dry. Hand sanitizing stations are stocked and located throughout buildings on campus. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Where possible, clean shared spaces both before and after use. Social distancing of at least 6 feet is required at all times. Plexiglass safety barriers have been installed in service locations throughout campus, including offices, foyers of administrative and academic departments, and many classrooms. UVA Policy SEC-045 states that face coverings must be worn by all faculty, staff, students, and visitors while inside a college facility, building, or any other college property while in the presence of others. The college is providing 2 cloth face masks for each student and employee. Other types of face masks may not be approved for use by the Centers for Disease Control. Questions and accommodation requests should be directed to Whitney Wells, ADA Coordinator, or Stephanie Perry, Director of Human Resources. Exceptions to this policy include a person working in a private office who is safely distanced from others, a person eating or drinking at a food and beverage establishment on the college campus, a person seeking to communicate with a hearing impaired person for which the mouth needs to be visible, provided they are safely distanced. Any person who has trouble breathing or is unconscious, incapacitated, or otherwise unable to remove the face covering without assistance. A student in their assigned on-campus residence. A person in need of college medical services may temporarily remove their face covering. Anyone with a health condition that keeps them from wearing a face covering and qualifies for a reasonable accommodation as defined by the Americans with Disabilities Act, the Office of Occupational Safety and Health, or the CDC. Students who fail to comply with this policy may face student conduct charges and a range of sanctions up to suspension. Employees may face disciplinary action in accordance with relevant college and university policies and procedures. Cleaning and disinfecting of buildings will be in accordance with CDC guidelines. All academic and non-academic buildings will be cleaned and disinfected by campus housekeeping staff on a routine basis. High touch-point areas such as door handles will be cleaned and disinfected at regular intervals throughout the day. Classrooms will be cleaned and disinfected prior to the start of classes each morning. Wipes and disinfectants will also be available for individual use to sanitize office spaces, classrooms, desks, and residential areas. During this stressful time, it is important to also monitor your mental and emotional well-being. Many individuals are experiencing chronic stress and mental health symptoms as a result of the adjustments the pandemic has demanded, the potential health risks of COVID-19, and the impact of home finances, sheltering in place, and social unrest. Counseling services are available to all registered UVA-wise students. Both in-person and distance counseling sessions are available. For in-person sessions, a face covering must be worn at all times. Distance counseling is provided via Zoom. For students wishing to engage in distance counseling but do not have a private space, a private room is available for use in the counseling center. Once in this private room, the student may remove their mask to engage in the session. For more information or to schedule a session, please contact the Counseling Center via the methods listed on your screen. All employees have access to the Faculty and Employee Assistance Program for counseling and support. For more information on their services, please call or visit the web page listed on your screen. Some individuals in vulnerable populations, including both faculty and students, may not be able to participate in a group setting for classroom instruction due to health or other reasons. Therefore, UVA-WISE has made provisions for anyone who cannot return to campus to be able to participate in academic programs regardless of their location. Classrooms are equipped with video cameras and lectures will be recorded to provide course content to those who need to participate remotely. Employees who believe they need a special accommodation or alternative work arrangement due to an underlying health condition or other reasons should contact their supervisor and Stephanie Perry, Director of Human Resources, to submit a request for an alternative work arrangement under the UVA teleworking policy and Commonwealth of Virginia guidance. UVA-WISE strives to maintain a safe and healthy work environment for all of its employees. In summary, students and employees will be required to complete the daily health check on the Who's Health Check app, wear a face covering when around others, maintain social distancing of at least 6 feet, wash your hands often and use hand sanitizer when soap and water are not available, avoid gathering in groups of 15 or more, If you're experiencing symptoms, avoid contact with others and call your doctor or the UVA Wise Health Clinic. The COVID-19 pandemic is a rapidly changing situation that requires flexibility and cooperation among the entire UVA Wise community. Your compliance to the policies and procedures outlined is appreciated as we try to maintain a safe and healthy environment for everyone. For more information, please visit the Fall 2020 page on our website at www.uvawise.edu. This completes the UVA Wise COVID-19 training module. To receive credit for the course, you must agree to the following attestations. Please print the certificate at the end of the attestations and keep a copy for your records.